and welcome back to another Path of Exile video. So today I have an update on the Forbidden Rite of Soul Sacrifice character, Trickster. As you may have seen from the footage, the build already took down the Ubers, most of them. Uber Maven, it's a matter of character skill more than build ability to take it, because the damage is definitely there, but I failed a couple of times the mechanic, and then everything went downhill after that. So gear pieces that have changed for the most part. There has been an update to the tree, and the gear has changed in conjunction with that, right? So the previous tree, let me pull up the POB right now. So this is the original path where we come to Inveterate to grab the spell suppression, and the reason I came here is because I didn't have spell suppression on my body armor. So because I managed to craft this body armor with 21% chance to suppress, then I have the ability to sorry about that, to give up the inveterate points. So I gave up these points and I move this way instead. So here we still have some suppression, but we also grab evasion, and then we can grab Mage Bane. Because I already have this mastery, dexterity is not giving me evasion, so Mage Bane is literally free, and then I can have window of opportunity. The other way you would do this, get these points, is through the unnatural escape, but that one is like 50 divines. So I just pathed here. I was already very close as a trickster, and because I could allocate this point, it means that I had a anointment free for my amulet, which means I grab here Force of Darkness. This was a decent chunk of extra DPS, and the rest remained a little bit similar. Now, another important tech that I'm taking here is there is this new rune graph. Rune graph of treachery is 15% reservation efficiency, which is quite a lot. But what it says is that auras from your skill, which affect allies, also affect enemies. Now, the auras that we're not running zealotry because we're getting that from the mercenary, which is something else that will come in the video. Let's bring it up. The mercenary is giving us zealotry, which means I had to keep him in bite. So he has zealotry, which means I don't reserve zealotry. I only have grace and discipline. We are a chaos build, so enemies having energy shield doesn't really affect our damage at all, or does it? There is this mastery here, this chaos mastery, which says 10% more chaos damage to enemies which have energy shield, because we're giving them discipline, and for the most part I fight enemies very close because the range in which the blades fall is very small. I'm always under nose, so I know they will always be affected by my discipline. So that means they will have energy shield, and therefore I get 10% more chaos damage. And because I have 15% reservation, I only need these points to reserve Tempest Shield, Arctic Armor, Discipline, and Grace. Pretty good. And I don't have reservation elsewhere. I added a bunch of energy shield tattoos. These are quite expensive at the moment. They're like half a divine, or well, now that the divine is going down, it will be almost a divine for each one of them. And the jewels remained pretty much the same. You want energy shield, crit multi, and something else. In this case, probably maximum lightning resistance is something that I want now that I have the Mage Blood. Balance of Terror with that. And I added the Melding of the Flesh setup, which you can do with Mage Blood. I don't think you can do a melding setup without the Mage Blood. It's very difficult to pull off. But with this, I have 81 maximum resistances. And with the jewels, you can get +1 lightning, which is the one I'm getting. There's +1 lightning here, and you can get a little bit more even that. So the survivability has increased slightly as well. And for the most part, the other thing that I did is I started using this quartz flask so that I could get rid of these points and grab the action speed modifier, because I was doing risk maps which tend to, oh, and also I don't have corruption anymore. That's so sad. Okay, let me do one of these, which by the way have been heavily nerfed. You cannot produce these maps, so they are kind of legacy right now. Maps like this, Mesa, which has, look at the item rarity quantities, because it has 8 modifiers. This has less recovery from leech and minus 20 max. You can still die doing a minus max like that, but the rest of the mods are not too bad for the build. Awakening's Desolation is annoying. I kind of hate drawing orbs, but let's just do it for the sake of a sample. So we're gonna add 2 risks, and I'm gonna add Edifice, Escalation, and I would like to have Corruption here, but I have to buy some. They're probably gonna go down in price now that the strategy has been nerfed. Let's get some right now first. And yeah, I'm down to my currency has been severely reduced as the mage flood, of course, but you know, getting there. And we're gonna do the Abyss tree. Yeah, that should be it. Now I don't know what this map's gonna have. Oh, I need to gear up my mercenary, of course. I don't know what this map's gonna have. It very well may destroy me, but you know, it's just for the sake of the example. Perfect segue to talk about the mercenary. So we got the Fallen Reverend. The ideal setup here is you have Battle Mage's Cry, which gives you crit and zealotry. Then you craft something like this. I crafted this with an Awakener's Orb. So it's zealotry aura effect and enemies despair on hit. We use Windscream to give them a +1 curse. This helmet gives them -9 chaos resistance, which you could elevate to have -12 chaos resistance. Then this shield is just basically all the defenses that he needs, all the resistances that he needs. Then Guard of the Ephemeral to be immune to crits. The belt, which I think the other Merc Hearts has, and this amulet, Defiance of Destiny, to avoid them from dying. Now, if the map has Reflect, he will die. There's nothing I can do about that. And let me see the other rings. That's a very good ring here. I need to organize my stash better.
What now?
Yeah, these are the minus. Okay, for the rest of the gear, just resistances and life on the rings. And then comes Binding for physical mitigation. He has on nerve on hit. He has the +1 curse from this, so I can have temp chains and despair for extra bits of deeps. I also have an AG, but he dies most of the time, so it's a non-factor. And this is one of the good ones that I actually want to get here now. Let me, first of all, I need to get some Soul Eater stacks, because it's Mesa. We kill the boss immediately. And yeah, these are the mobs that the map has. Usually die to drowning orbs. Kinda hate them. Let's just kill this guy. He's done. This farm, by the way, you can do with the Headhunter and it'll be amazing because Abyss has an insane amount of rare monsters. Now that I think of it, I forgot to open to add Abyss to the map device. Let me lower the volume of the game a little bit. There you go. And drawing orbs are one of the reasons I took the Trickster Ascendancy. Because yeah, the Garb is... Oh, my Merc is dying, by the way. If he dies, I'm gonna die to crits, 100%. You can use... Oh, it's because it has Mark for that. You can use the Merc skill. If you spam it, every time you use it, he recovers like 25% of his HP. Okay. And I think there'll only be one Abyss in this map because I goofed it and I forgot to use the Abyss crap. Oh, we got another one. That's lucky. Kind of like to use the skill on cooldown, especially on rare packs. Every few seconds, if there is a tough monster, we can just quickly tap on despair and then we will be withering them. Not too much effort on that part. So now that tier 16.5s have been nerfed, I think we're gonna be moving towards doing this on tier 17s. And this build can definitely take it. The Abomination boss gave me a little bit of trouble, but that was before the Mage build. I don't imagine the boss will be too difficult for this build to deal with a Mage build. It's mainly Doedra's physical projectiles the problem, so it might well still be an issue. But if you do any other tier 17 boss like Sia, is pretty free in my opinion. I haven't done Katarina this season at all because I've just stuck to 16.5 for the most part since they were so lucrative before. And to be honest, rather easy for this build to handle, as you can see. And keep in mind, I was doing this. I did this to farm the Mage Blood, so don't think that the Mage Blood is the requirement for this kind of mapping. But yeah, you get the gist. I'll finish clearing the map and then come back to the rest of the video. Alright, so we're done with the map. So looking at the updated path here in POB, including the aforementioned melding of the flesh setup here and the change towards Mage Bane. With the current gear, this is the kind of DPS. I think it's accurate. I don't know, it might be a little bit more than that. So the configuration that I've done here is the Soul Eater stacks, then the Mercenary helmet, which you would upgrade to -12 and give you a little bit more, you know, it's like a million more. Then the Rune Graft, or is this already being calculated? I think so, yeah. So this is no longer needed. And then this mana reservation, I think it's also being calculated. Yeah, that's all good. And this 37% increase on non-crusaros is for zealotry, which is not here, by the way. Let me add that. Zealotry. So with Battle Mage's Cry, it will be even more than that. So we zealotry. So this is what we have at the moment. And for despair, what I have to do is, because we have less effective curses, I have to yeah, Whispers of Infinity. Which one gives you the less effective curses? Your target is unaffected by your hexes. So I think to be able to calculate that, you have to like modify this, but you know, despair is minus, level 1 is like minus 20 chaos resistance. So in order to calculate that, you would do something like this. So despair, enemies have minus 22 chaos resistance. I think it's 20%. Let's do this and do 20. So that is more or less the damage that you can have on, if you look at that, and on Ubers it's like 10 million, which is not terrible for Ubers. Now, where do you go from here if you want to min-max this build even further? I did like a mock-up gear setup here where you basically give up on the whole Ralakesh and Malakai's loop package. This obviously skyrockets from the roughly 100 divines that I've put into the character at this point to maybe I don't know, 2 mirrors, something like that, 2 or 3 mirrors. And but this is damage that you kind of can expect with it. But with this, you would do this path in which you push you obviously reach level 100 because you can afford to do that. You change the bandit quest line from, I had a Lyra, which I have to change already to kill all to get 1 extra passive point, and then you shift, you remove these points here, put the Melding of the Flesh here, and then do the Light of Meaning setup here with the Unnatural Instincts for more free ES. So this goes to 24k ES. You will still do this. Another thing that you can get is you can get Spellbreaker through Flesh and Flame, or get Deadly Infusion for even more damage. And you can get like GG Jewels with 8% energy shield, with perfect crit multi, and with +1 max to lightning rest for the melding setup. All of that. This Militant Faith, as you can see, this has area damage now instead of the previous one. And this Arcane Mastery is only for the Abyss strategy, so you'll put these points elsewhere to get even more DPS or more energy shield somewhere. But looking at the gear here, you will go like Explode, percentage damage per inch, Prophecy Wand. That increased spell damage shouldn't be there, but you know, it's whatever. Titanium with maximum power charges, then a Leech Circlet with power charges implicit. We would get a 30% necrotic with a fractured global defenses, and craft that to get a tier 1 hybrid and suppression. Then same thing, Warlock Gloves, 30% quality. The implicits, I didn't see any particularly interesting synth implicits for this, so I just went with Eric's Exarch, which aren't good either way. Then +1 power charge synthesized boots with I don't think these exist at the moment. There are ones that instead of the +1 power have increased energy shield, and you can mirror them. They already have the Abyss socket. Then the Whispers of Infinity, you will get a perfect one, double corroded with double corrupted with Steel Force of Darkness and additional curse. With additional curse, you would actually apply Sniper's Mark here. What do I have to do? Get rid of this pair? Oh. So this is This is being calculated weirdly, having the two curses here, since for some reason this line is not applying. So enemies shouldn't be giving me more damage from being cursed. Then you get a +1 Opal Ring and the Mage Blood with a Ball of Faith. That's it. So yeah, that's where the character. I'm not gonna get to this point, honestly. I think at the point the character already has done and can do all of the content except like Valdos. So if you have the intention of doing Valdos, I don't know if this will take you there, because Valdos have a requirement of like 200 billion damage or something like that. I don't know, it's quite insane. So yeah, I guess the currency is better spent elsewhere than this character. So with this default setup, you can do pretty much everything. All right, that's all I have for this. I will be playing something else now, and I'll probably make a video in the next couple of days on that character. All right, thank you and see you next.